So, with the Switch out, the 3DS hasn't been getting a lot of games lately, and I've been thinking, like, when they would be canceling the internet services. I wouldn't be too worried. There hasn't been an announcement for it. I mean, the Wii is like just closing down like recently. But when the internet does go down, we won't have a way to transfer Pokemon past Gen 5. So, I just want to kind of say this early. And if you don't know how to transfer Pokemon, I made a whole video on that. I'll put the link in the description. Anyway, you can transfer, or there's some nice Pokemon to transfer. You want to make sure you have those before the next, even if the next Pokemon games don't let you transfer. I know it sounds a little contradictory because, the internet's down and that cancels Pokemon Bank, and of course there's not going to be online battling, but you might still just want those Pokemon in Gen 7. If not, like, either way, you might, if they do let you transfer Gen 8, you can enjoy them there, and if they don't, well, you still might want to enjoy them before Gen 7 ends. And the first Pokemon, or the first move I'm going to talk about is Seismic Toss, and there are that many Pokemon that could really use Seismic Toss that don't ever get it, and here's Duskull right here. Dusclops is probably the best Pokemon to give it to, because, the only other three I can imagine getting it and it being useful for are the, Reggie Trio. Anyway, you talk to this guy, and he'll give you Seismic Toss. Of course, I already got Seismic Toss, and I already put it on my Duskull, and put that in my last video. But, yeah. Anyway, on to the next move, the Mega moves. At Route 4, right at the Pewter, or the Mount Moon exit, I mean, there's these two guys. They can teach you Pokemon Mega Punch or Mega Kick. I don't really know any great examples, so I'll just move on, but if you can think of something, that's great. Once you have obtained the Rainbow Pass, you can go to 4 Island, and I believe there's a move tutor here that teaches Body Slam. It's not this person. Yes, a Body Slam. I don't know specifically, like, a good Pokemon to teach Body Slam to, but, oh, there's the guy. So, is it this one? I know one of them teaches Body Slam. I think I already claimed it for something, or the previous owner did, because this isn't my game yet. I'm just gonna I want to get all the move tutors before I reset it. So this move tutor is really only good on one Pokemon, but I thought I'd bring it up. There's Swords Dance, and I know what you're thinking. Swords Dance is already a TM. This is mainly for one Pokemon, that's Qwilfish. So, if you got Qwilfish, apparently you can't learn Swords Dance as a TM. You can only learn it as a move tutor from Fire Red and Leaf Green. And that's probably the only way you could give Swords Dance to Qwilfish. You would, like, probably pair it with Swift Swim. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. So this guy here, he teaches Metronome. It's not the most competitive move, but it's a fun move to have, and a lot of Pokemon got Metronome that don't get it anymore, so you might want to teach Metronome to a Pokemon. And this girl here, Copycat, she's found in this house, and she teaches the move Mimic. This house in Saffron, you can see it, it's like up here from that entrance. Now this guy, right at the end of Victory Road here, he teaches you Double-Edge. I already got Double-Edge, so that's the last Fire Red and Leaf Green move tutor, by the way. Now I'm going to move on to Emerald. So in Pokemon Emerald, a lot of the move tutors are the same as Fire Red and Leaf Green, but there are a few new ones. There should be someone here, I believe, that would have taught the move Double-Edge in Sootopolis. Like, I don't know about this game if they disappear after. But there is a... Oh, there's the Double-Edge person. there's a double. Okay, so you go here. This person's gonna teach you double edge. And again, I don't really have that many ideas for double edge. Hitmonlee gets reckless, so where's that? But yeah, double edge. As we fly over to Mossdeep City, this guy here has DynamicPunch, and I already got the move DynamicPunch apparently, or the previous person who had the game did. But I don't know exactly what Pokemon would be learning DynamicPunch in that generation that doesn't already get it, because No Guard's not, there aren't very many No Guard Pokemon that would be out at this point in time, and DynamicPunch is a pretty inaccurate move, but if you want to have DynamicPunch on something, that works. Again, we have another Metronome Tutor. So here in Mauville City, you can talk to this guy. And you can learn Rollout. And again, this is a move that right now, or in Gen 3, also it's not in Fire Red and LeafGreen, it's only in Emerald. In Gen 3, you can get it once, it's limited, but it's free. In later generations, it's not free, but it's unlimited. Now here in Lavaridge Town, there's Mimic. Teach move Mimic, and it's a really clever move. You can do a lot of things with move Mimic, which is, it's really hard to pinpoint one really good strategy for it. So yeah, Mimic. Finally, in Pokemon Emerald, there are some Battle Frontier move tutors. And these ones are not limited, it's just that they do cost money, or battle points. And a lot of them are the Fire Red and LeafGreen tutors, so if you don't want to use your only Soft Boiled or Seismic Toss or Mega Punch Kick, Body Slam, Counter in Fire Red and LeafGreen, you can come here. Defense Curl's new, and I think Mud Slap's new for this. I think this is the only way to get Defense Curl, so I don't really know how you use it, or then maybe you pair it with Rollout, but then you kind of use two moves. In Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, there's one move tutor found in this cave here. So at first you won't start off with a lot of options, but later on as you progress through the game you'll unlock more moves you can learn, and these can also only be taught once. So we have Mimic, that was in Fire Red and LeafGreen and Emerald. They all had the Mimic move tutor, but that's another way you can get it. Also Seismic Toss, I think that one's only Fire Red and LeafGreen. But later on you'll be able to unlock Self-Destruct, Sky Attack, and the Nightmare. And Nightmare is a good one because those, you can't get Nightmare in other games, or in many other games as like a move tutor or a TM or anything. The only one is like a Gen 2 Virtual Console. And this is the only way to like teach Nightmare move tutor without like a hidden ability for a transfer move, so that could be interesting. Another thing in XD Gale of Darkness are the Purification moves. So these shadow moves here, Shadow Blitz, Shadow Mist, and there are like other ones. This one says Shadow Wave. These are moves that you can't really do anything with, or you can't trade them to the other Gen 3 games or anything. However, when you purify the Pokemon, they will become special moves. Oftentimes, you won't be able to get the moves on those Pokemon any other way. So, the first thing to note is probably the Shadow Lugia. It gets Deoxys' signature move, Psycho Boost, as well as Feather Dance, if you like that. And the legendary birds, they all have extra sensory. Articuno has Heal Bell and Haze. Zapdos, Baton Pass, and Melsound, Moltres, Morning Sun, and Will-O-Wisp. A lot of them get Heal Bell. Some have like Helping Hand, Charm, Refresh, Sing. Morning Sun is on some of them. Chansey gets Sweet Kiss. Yeah, not too many unique moves, but there are a lot. Yeah, oh yeah, Togepi gets Tri Attack. That could be interesting. To see the Shadow Pokemon's nature, you actually have to buy these scents for it in order to, like, get it right away. So it's really hard to reset for the Shadow Pokemon's nature, which could be difficult to get a good competitive one. But you can get the sense in the shop in the 8-Gate Village. So, yeah. Now, before I go on to the next move tutor, there are a few more Gen 3 things I gotta talk about. First, shinies. If you have a shiny Mew or a shiny, or if you want a shiny Mew or a shiny Deoxys, Mew's only in, like, the Japanese one, I think, there were events, and that had, like, an in-game thing where you catch the Pokemon, and those you can hunt shiny, and those are the only ways to get those Pokemon shiny. So, that's how you would get the Pokemon shiny, and that's really the only method. Also, there are a few move tutors for Mew, in Pokemon XD. It'd be really rare having a shiny Mew with, like, Fake Out. Yeah, Fake Out, Hypnosis, you can get from my Pokemon Ranch, actually, a Mew with with the other one, and I think, there's another move for Mew, Transalver gets transformed. Anyway, you might want to just look those up separately, because I'm not gonna show you those, but Fake Out's probably the best one. And we have, multiple moves that, I guess they can only be taught once. Okay, Platinum, they can only be taught once, these moves. But, we have Ominous Wind, Air Cutter, Zen Headbutt. And, there's Sucker Punch, Vacuum Wave that are also supposed to be here. And, yeah, Vacuum Wave isn't that great a move. Sucker Punch, you can get, that's probably the best move, and you can only get once, apparently. You can teach all the shard moves once in Platinum. And, yeah, Sucker Punch is good. I gave it to Dusknoir. Now, there is a way to get unlimited, Sucker Punches. I don't think there are any moves exclusive to Platinum. There's also one in Snowpoint City, but we're going to ignore it because none of the Snowpoint City ones have any kind of old moves that you can't get anymore. The last move tutor here is in the survival area, and they don't have as many moves as that last tutor I showed you. And you can't get to it from a survival area, you have to go here and rock climb. Anyway, you have to, so in this house, there's this guy, and there aren't that many moves, but you can learn Mud Slap, Rollout, and Ancient Power I don't know, Ancient Power might be a current one, I'm not sure, 100% sure on that, but yeah, we have Mud Slap, Rollout, and Ancient Power. So, when we're talking Gen 4 move tutors, we all know the first thing that comes to mind is the Headbutt guy. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, if you want Headbutt on a Pokemon, Ilex Forest is where you go, and you should be able to find him really quickly. In fact, you know what? Show you. You probably see him for the story, don't you? Yeah, he's in the, I think he's there. You just kind of see him in the story, but I'm just gonna look for him anyway. Dang it. You know what? Never mind. Just you'll find him in the story. So in Heart Gold and SoulSilver, at the Battle Frontier area, you can go to this house, and these guys will teach you moves. Unfortunately, it's on the bottom screen, so I'm just gonna have to show you the moves. We have a lot of them are from Platinum, by the way. I think battle points are more consistent, but you'll probably collect a lot of shards, so if you're, you have to go out of your way to get, battle points, but they are more consistent. That's what I'm trying to tell you, so it's your choice which you'd rather, get. But some of the moves, oh yeah, let me just say all the moves. Mud Slap, Rollout, Ancient Power, Fury Cutter, Sucker Punch, Ominous Wind, Vacuum Wave, and String Shot, and there are some other ones that we still have, so I'm not gonna discuss those, but I think Ominous Wind's a new one, String Shot's a new one, definitely, and for String Shot, That's an interesting move. It works well in doubles. I would give it to like a Mantine or something, or Gastrodon maybe. I don't know. Finally, we have some TMs. I don't know all the locations where to get them, but Avalanche. You can buy a lot of Avalanches at the Celadon department store in Heart Gold and SoulSilver. I know you can get Endure. Let me just tell you like all the kind of old TMs. Defog. They brought it back as a move tutor, but if you're just transferring it to Gen 6, Defog's a good transfer moves. Anyway, we have Silverwind. This is Avalanche, Captivate, Bullet Seed, Endure, Whirlpool, Brine. You can't transfer Rock Climb up because Rock Climb is an HM in both, and you can't transfer HM Pokemon, unfortunately. But yeah, Whirlpool's an interesting trapping move. I don't know how good it would be compared to some other moves. Yeah, like I said, Brine. I don't know how you'd use Brine, but it's there. Endure. You can get that at the Veilstone Game Corner prize area, and it costs like $40,000 worth of coins or tokens or whatever. So yeah, I don't know if you want that. Captivate and oh yeah, I forgot Natural Gift. Captivate, Natural Gift. You can get those from the Goldenrod department store has it, and also in the Sinnoh games you can get it at the other department stores at Veilstone too. Are they both Veilstone? So once again, on the topic of event Pokemon you can get are, well, the Legendary Beasts are actually a really good one. I'm not going to talk about every event move, but we have the Legendary Beasts with they're shiny, and they have pretty much all event moves. And what else? We have the event Manaphy. We have, Manaphy. I don't know if you want to shiny hunt that, though. That's really hard to shiny hunt. Darkrai, Shaman. I think that's it for Gen 4. So welcome to Gen 5, where we have almost nothing in terms of transfer moves, but here we have Pluck. That's basically it. If you're just transferring to Gen 6, we don't have, Work Up or Telekinesis, but in Gen 7 they brought us back as a TM and here's Pluck anyway, and a move tutor, respectively. So yeah, that's all. Pokemon Dream Radar. And you can get all the Gen 5 mascot legendaries, so Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. You can get, or that's Gen 4, shoot. If you put the Gen 4 game in, and you can get them all with a hidden ability. You can also get Lugia and Ho-Oh from the Gen 2 Virtual Console, which I'll get more into detail later. But yeah, we have the Dream Radar. We can also get the Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus with their hidden abilities. And that's about it. Also for Dream Radar, you can't soft reset for the natures, so I was lucky. When I did Dream Radar, I got the Landorus the first time naive. So I had the speed boosted nature, and I'd probably go for a different, or looking at it now, I probably wish I had timid, but naive at least gives you more options. I think I went full attack, full special attack, and gave it explosion as the only physical attack. So if something bad's happening, I can just go explode. And not, we have, Sheer Force Landorus. Sheer Force Landorus is really good. The others are okay, or I don't know. But yeah, these are random. So another thing I forgot to discuss, sorry. Well, two things. There were a lot of Dream World event Pokemon, so you gotta, if you have those might be interesting too. And they might have rare moves. But what else I was thinking was what was I thinking? Oh yeah, hidden abilities. So there are these things called hidden grottos, and you can get a what's it called? What's its name? Analytic Watchog, I think Moody Bidoof. There's just some... Analytic Watchog, I know, is not available anymore. There are also a lot of Dreamworld hidden abilities, but Dreamworld's not available anymore. But you can still get Watchog. So if you want an Analytic Watchog, that's how you do it. What else? There is also a... oh yeah, this person that you can contact through the X Transceiver. And after doing this side quest kind of thing, you have to like find all their locations and contact them enough. You can meet up and trade, and there are a lot of hidden ability Pokemon. If you're playing as a male character, you get Shieldon, and well, you get a lot of different Pokemon, but Shieldon and Cranidos are the main ones because you can't get their hidden abilities anymore otherwise. And yeah, so that's what I would just. Those are the hidden abilities I would talk about. So, Generation 6 still has a few transfer moves that are noteworthy for moving into Gen 7. Well, we have... I'm just kind of scrolling through them, but we have, like... Dig, Hone Claws, Power Up Punch, Retaliate, Incinerate, Secret Power, and there's also, like, Cut, Rock Smash, Flash, Strength. Yeah. Incinerate's an interesting one. Let's see, where is it? It burns a berry. I don't know how much you'd use that. I don't know if a Technician Pokemon gets it. Maybe it's interesting, but I don't think Incinerate's that great a move. Dig is pretty weird, but you can use Dig, I guess. What else? Yeah, so there's Dig. Dive can be interesting. Cut and Strength are pretty much outclassed by the move Return, so I would not recommend using those. Flash, I gave it to one Pokemon just because it's a transfer move, but I gave it to Duskull because like there aren't that many moves I'd use on it anyway. Power Up Punch is a really good one. And yeah, let's see, is there Secret Power could be an interesting one. Secret Power, it's good in, especially with like the Tapus in Gen 7, you can pair that with them, and Secret Power will do a lot of different crazy things. And especially if you pair that with like Serene Grace. Yeah, so Strength, Flash, Cut, Rock Smash, Retaliate, okay. That could be an interesting choice of a move, but again, like, not the best thing. And Hone Claws could be an alternate idea for, like, something like Doug Trio. Or... Hone Claws is... Actually, Hone Claws is pretty interesting, because it boosts accuracy, and not a lot of moves boost accuracy. So you can use something like Stone Edge very consistently. Anyway, I guess now onto the Virtual Consoles. Actually, I better talk about a few event Pokemon. Yeah, there's some event Pokemon, Zoroark, and, yeah, Sludge Bomb Zoroark, there's, like, a Barrier Dragonite. Actually, yeah, just get onto Virtual Consoles. And I'm not gonna discuss all of them. We have, like, Yellow. And these are what you'd use. I made a whole video on how to transfer these Pokemon, so I'm just gonna have this open. Anyway, I'm not going to show you where all the Virtual Console TMs are, but we have, from Gen 1, Razor Wind, Whirlwind, Horn Drill, and Fissure. So those are, like, one-hit KO moves. Bubble Beam, Water Gun, Payday, Submission, what's this? Oh, Rage. We have Bide. We have Mega Drain, Dragon Rage, Teleport, Self-Destruct, Egg Bomb, Skull Bash, Psywave, and Try Attack. And yeah, for the Gen 2 ones, we have Curse, Zap Cannon, Sweet Scent, Dragon Breath, Detect, and Nightmare. Note, all of these Pokemon will have hidden abilities when you transfer them from here, and you can't have like other transfer moves with the Gen 1 and 2 ones. You also can't have a Gen 2 Pokemon with a Gen 1 transfer move, or you can't have a Gen 1 Pokemon with a Gen 2 egg move, or like just an egg move in general, because that's when they introduced egg moves, and also have a Gen 1 TM. That's about it, really. Oh yeah, shinies. Crystal, you can get a shiny Celebi. So that's, oh yeah, and also, this is the only way to get a hidden ability for the Raikou, Entei, and Suicune, as well as a hidden ability shiny Ho-Oh and Lugia. So, a few more things I forgot about. Yancy and Pokeball Pattern Vivillon, I believe, are still Generation 6 exclusives. Now, other than that, we have, what else? Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, back to Generation 5, V-Create Victini, also V-Create Rayquaza were a thing, and you can't actually get those from, leveling up Victini. Yeah, like everything really notable to some extent, which you might want to transfer. Yeah, so, tell me what you think.